Master, I am ready to cross the fifth door. What does this new degree signify?
This degree marks an important moment in the initiatic tradition. In the ancient and accepted Scottish Rite, one of the most widespread systems of Freemasonry, the fifth degree is called the Perfect Master. It appears following a central moment in Masonic tradition, the symbolic death of Hiram. To understand this degree, we must revisit the story of Hiram. In Masonic tradition, Hiram is the architect of Solomon's temple. According to the symbolic narrative, he possessed the secrets of the temple's construction. 3 workers, impatient to obtain these secrets before they were ready, attempted to wrench them from him by force. Hiram refused to betray his duty and was assassinated. This story is not merely a dramatic tale. It represents a profound symbol. Knowledge cannot be obtained through violence or haste. It must be earned through work, patience, and inner transformation. In the degrees following this narrative, initiates meditate on the disappearance of the master architect. The fifth degree, that of the perfect master, corresponds to the moment when mourning is transformed into constructive memory.
What do you mean by constructive memory?
In this degree, Masons symbolize the construction of a mausoleum in honor of Hiram. This monument is not just a tomb, it represents the idea that a master's wisdom never fully disappears. Even if the man vanishes, his teaching can continue to live through those who remember and carry on his work. This is a very ancient idea. In many civilizations, disciples held the duty of preserving their master's teachings. For instance, the disciples of the philosopher Plato continued to teach his philosophy for centuries in the Academy of Athens, founded around 387 BCE. Similarly, the disciples of Pythagoras transmitted his ideas long after his death, even when their school was dispersed. In the spiritual traditions of India, teachings were likewise passed from master to disciple for generations. The fifth degree thus recalls an essential responsibility. The initiate must not seek knowledge for himself alone. He must also preserve and transmit what he has understood.
So this degree also speaks of responsibility?
Exactly. The perfect master becomes the guardian of a legacy. In the symbolic language of Masonry, it is said that he becomes the guardian of the plans of the temple. This means that the knowledge and principles transmitted by ancient masters must be protected and used with wisdom. But this degree also introduces a more subtle idea, the transition from outer construction to inner construction. At the beginning of the Masonic tradition, symbols are linked to the work of builders, stones, tools, temples. But progressively, the initiate understands that the true temple is not a building. The temple represents the human being himself. The construction of the temple then becomes a metaphor for inner work.
Is that why you spoke earlier of the inner temple?
Yes, and this concept exists in several traditions. In the Neoplatonic philosophy of the 3rd century, Plotinus taught that the human soul must purify itself to rediscover its unity with the higher principle he called the One. In certain mystical traditions of medieval Christianity, authors also spoke of the inner construction of the soul. Even in certain Jewish traditions, the Kabbalah uses architectural symbols to represent the spiritual structure of the universe and the human being. All these traditions use similar imagery to express a common idea: the human being can work upon himself to reach a deeper understanding. But the fifth degree also introduces a very particular symbol, the relationship between the circle and the square.
What do these shapes represent?
The square is often associated with the earth, the material world, and stability. The circle symbolizes infinity, the spirit, and perfection. In certain philosophical and alchemical traditions, one speaks of the squaring of the circle, a symbol representing the attempt to reconcile these two dimensions. In other words, how can a human being unite his material nature with his spiritual dimension? This question runs through the entire history of philosophy. Greek philosophers, medieval mystics, and Renaissance seekers all attempted to explore this relationship between matter and spirit. The perfect master begins to contemplate this problem. He understands that the initiatic path consists not only of acquiring knowledge, but also of harmonizing the different dimensions of existence.
And how can an initiate advance in this research?
Through inner discipline. The fifth degree places great emphasis on moral rigor. In the Masonic tradition, it is taught that uprightness, loyalty, and sincerity are indispensable to continuing the path. Without these qualities, the search for knowledge can easily become a quest for power or pride. This is why initiates are often invited to meditate on the symbol of Hiram's tomb. This symbol serves as a reminder that human life is limited and that time must be used to progress. A simple exercise associated with this degree is to take a moment of silence to reflect on 3 questions. What values truly guide my actions? What teachings have I received from those who preceded me? And what will I transmit to those who come after me? These questions transform memory into responsibility. The perfect master then understands that initiatic work is not limited to his own transformation. He becomes a guardian of memory and a seeker of the truth hidden behind symbols. But this stage is still only a beginning, for the following degrees will introduce a new dimension, the active search for that which was lost. After the disappearance of the master architect, the initiates understand that certain knowledge has been scattered or forgotten. Their task then becomes to find it. It is this quest that will guide the coming degrees. The question is therefore simple. Are you ready to pursue this research and discover how initiates have attempted to find the traces of lost wisdom throughout history? If such is your choice, let us advance together toward the 6th degree.